Good morning, everyone. You are very much welcome to Carnival Radio Breakfast Show. This beautiful Friday morning. This is Newspaper Review on your Enjoyment Unlimited station. My name is Ibrahim Adebayo. We commence the newspaper review this morning with the headlines in the newspaper. Tax reform, Senate denies suspending debates. Our Southern Senator meet. Work ongoing on Port Harcourt Refinery second plan, says Presidency. AMCON tracking 4 trillion naira toxic debt, says MD. Electricity TCN, 6 more investment for grid expansion. The federal government of Nigeria launches a 20 billion naira consumer credit fund for locally assembled automobiles. Now the news in detail. Federal government launches 20 billion naira consumer credit fund for locally assembled automobiles. The federal government of Nigeria launched a 20 billion consumer credit fund to stimulate demand for locally assembled automobiles. The scheme, which is led by the Nigerian Credit Corporation, Creditcom, hopes to limit interest rates for consumers for single digits. Speaking at the official launch, an agreement signing between Creditcom and National Automotive Design and Development Council (NADDC) in Abuja. The managing director, CEO of Creditcom, Engineer Uzoma Nwagba, explained that the fund aims to eliminate barriers faced by the consumers in buying automobiles on credit. Nwagba pointed out that the credit economic help in improving the quality of life of the citizen, as well as creates jobs and wealth for Nigerians. He said further that the government is committed to supporting the sector to ensure growth and sustainability. He stated that the 20 billion naira fund was just the beginning, as the government plans for a bigger fund if the initial support proves successful. Speaking earlier, the Director General of NADDC, Mr. Joseph Osanikwe, noted that improving the demand side of the automobiles market is critical to the growth of the industry. Osanikwe pointed out that in most thriving economy, consumers do not buy cars and other automobiles by paying for them in cash, adding that credit scheme allow consumers to purchase brand new automobiles of their choice. He said the scheme, which include all forms of automobiles such as cars, vans, tricycles, and motorbikes, is open to every Nigerian and involve vehicle maker which manufacture or assemble their products completely in the country. For more details on the news, you can visit the Vanguard newspaper. Federal government launches 20 billion naira consumer credit fund for locally assembled automobiles. Electricity TCN 6 more investments for grid expansion. The managing director of the Transmission Company of Nigeria (TCN), Engineer Sule Ahmad Abdulaziz, has appealed to the federal government to invest more in the power sector, as electricity is one of the major infrastructure industries, and masses' need for development. He made this appeal at the inspection of the commissioned power transformer at its substation in Lagos, while commenting on the federal government projection for the power generation to increase by 10,000 megawatts by 2025. He said, and I quote, when we are talking about 10,000, 20,000, or 25,000 megawatts, you know we need a lot of money, a lot of investment. The power sector is not something cheap. We can meet it and even do more than that, but we need investment. People are comparing Nigeria to other countries. If you look at India, for example, in a year they have over 500 million US dollar budgets for electricity. Speaking on the ongoing development to improve power sector in the country, the TCN boss said that the 200 million US dollar is the cost to complete the project across the country, and it is part of the ongoing World Bank TCN projects for the improvement of power sector in Nigeria. For more details on the news, you can visit the Vanguard newspaper. Electricity, TCN seeks more investment for grid expansion. APCON tracking 4 trillion naira toxic debt, says MD. The Asset Management Company of Nigeria, APCON, is trying to recover 4 trillion naira debt from debtor. Managing Director Gbenga Alade said this yesterday. He said the company has successfully recovered 2 trillion naira from debtors who put up stiff resistance to offset their debts. Alade, who spoke with the reporters in Lagos, lamented that those who owe are eminent Nigerian politicians, public officers, captains of industry, and other celebrities. It said that many debtors live in opulence and flaunt their ill-gotten wealth, adding that they also abuse the currency by spreading money at social events. Alade thanks the Economic and Financial Crime Commission for cooperating with the company in its discharge of its statutory responsibility. For more details on the news, you can visit The Nation newspaper. AMCON tracking 4 trillion naira toxic debt, says Managing Director. Tax reform, Senate denies suspending debate. Our southern senators meet. The South caucus of the Senate had held an emergency meeting to bluster support for the tax bill, which had divided the National Assembly following contentions over the VAT provision in the proposed tax reform bills. The development comes as indication emerged that the Senate may get the revised bill on Tuesday, according to a senator who spoke in confidence, announcing their decision in a communique on Thursday. After the meeting, which was held on Wednesday, the federal lawmaker hailed the landmark tax reform bill, stating that they will enhance national revenue and foster economic stability. Part of the communique signed by Senator Seriake Dixon by Esa West read, and I quote, "We, the Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria from the South geopolitical zone, met on Wednesday, December 4, 2024, to deliberate on the key national issue and the role of the Senate in advancing the collective interests of the country. The caucus called for restraint on the part of those bent on introducing sentiments, whether regional, ethnic, or tribal, to the national dialogue, and look forward to robust interaction and consultations has already commenced by the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The lawmakers also passed a vote of confidence in the leadership of the Senate President Godswill Akpabio. They said, and I quote, "The South Senator unanimously agree and pass a vote of confidence in the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria." Barau had instructed the Senate Committee on Finance to halt activities related to bills and constitute a special committee to liaise with the Attorney General of the Federation. Barau also named a 10-man committee including the entire leadership of the Senate and specifically named the Chief Whip, Tahir Monguno, APC Borno South, as one of the members. At the commencement of the Thursday plenary, the Senate leader Okoyemi Bamidele read a letter from Monguno claiming that since he was the highest-ranking lawmaker on the special committee, he should be the chairman. He admitted the error in naming Monguno as the Northeast representative, not as principal officer. Akpabio thereafter named Senator Kaka Shehu, SAN APC Borno South, as the replacement for Monguno. Bamidele further dismissed rumor of the bill withdraw, emphasizing that the decision of the Senate was misunderstood. For more details on the news, you can visit the Punch newspaper. Tax reform, Senate denies suspending debate as Southern Senator meets. Work ongoing on Port Harcourt Refinery second plant. The special advisor on information and strategy to the President Bola Tinubu, Mr. Bayo Onanuga, has said work is currently ongoing at the 150,000 barrels per day plant of the Port Harcourt Refinery company in Rivers State. Port Harcourt Refinery has two plants, including 60,000 facilities and 150,000 plants. Onanuga also said the 60,000 refinery is operating at 70% of installed capacity and plans to increase the production shortly. He further said the refinery received regular crude oil, contrary to claim of lacking the products. He disclosed that after joining a fact-finding team at the 60,000 barrel per day refinery on Wednesday. On Thursday, in a post on X handle, he explained that the team was satisfied with the state of the refinery. Onanuga said, and I quote, "I was part of the fact-finding team that visited the 60,000 barrel per day Port Harcourt refinery complex on Wednesday. I will now share our findings." And of course, he commended NNPC for reviving these dead assets on the verge of becoming a museum piece. In November, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Olufemi Soneye, announced the commencement of the Port Harcourt refinery. An NPC spokesman said the refinery commenced operation with 60% capacity, with ongoing effort to revamp hub production. Soneye said the refinery is processing 60,000 barrels per day of crude oil, adding that the facility has a combined 210,000 barrels per day capacity. For more details on the news, you can visit the Punch newspaper. Work ongoing on Port Harcourt Refinery second plant, says Presidency. Before we bring the newspaper review to a close, these are the headlines again. Tax reform, Senate denies suspending debate as Southern senators meet. Work ongoing on Port Harcourt Refinery second plant, says Presidency. I'm contracting 4 trillion naira toxic debt, says MD. Electricity, TCN seek more investment for grid expansion. Federal government launches 20 billion naira consumer credit fund for locally assembled automobiles. And with that, we've come to the end of newspaper review on Carnival Radio, your enjoyment unlimited station. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Ibrahim Adebayo. You can download the Carnival Media app from the Google Play Store and iOS App Store. Do enjoy the rest of your morning.